Okay, Coach, it is always a celebration here in New Orleans, and we are just outside of the French Quarter at the Mercedes-Benz Superdome. The setting in this dome just serves to amplify the excitement of the folks in New Orleans as their Saints burst from the tunnel a moment ago. They're set, and we're set as well as the Saints get ready to do battle with Dak Prescott and the Dallas Cowboys. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20.
Ready, 5-9. Check Mike 54. Mike 54. And let's pin the mirrors back and go full strength. Hey, alert 3, alert 3.
Now a first carry for Latavius Murray. Gets this to the 24 for a gain of 4. 4 yards the result on the first play from scrimmage. Second down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
They'll come up 2nd and 6 now from the 24.
Here we go. Easy, opposite.
Breeze now to throw. And he will go down. A Cowboys sack. Off the edge, it's Tyrone Crawford with a sack. Well, they were coming out of the 4-3 defensively. Pressure coming off that right side from the DN.
And that's the blind side of most quarterbacks. If you're right-handed, that's the side you don't see quite as well. And that's why you rely on your left tackle, maybe your highest-paid offensive lineman, to take care of you. In this situation, that didn't happen.
The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th.
The Saints spent a third-round pick on Traquan Smith out of UCF in 2018, and what a thrilling season for him. He was the guy that caught the pass from Drew Brees that moved him past Peyton Manning to become the all-time leading passer in NFL history.
And no return on this one as that kicks out of bounds, so they'll start just outside of their own 30-yard line. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Stay with your man.
Here's Prescott, eluding the pressure right. And eventually taken down here. Great coverage downfield. Cameron Jordan wreaking havoc with a sack.
And so much for that great field position to start the game. Now they're way behind the sticks. Can't wait to see what their second down call is going to look like now.
After the sack on 1st down, Prescott. And it's knocked away and incomplete. Eli Apple, good to the core there as he gets in and knocks it away.
When I watched that play, I thought about what my coaches had told me in the past. The biggest teaching point, get your head around. Locate the football so you can make a play on it while it's in the air. That's exactly what he did there. That was nice.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Throwing, Prescott. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
It is one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
Let's go.
At their own 32-yard line.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And they'll certainly be trying to do better than that first drive where they went 3 and out.
And sometimes the first drive is just simply to settle nerves. You know what it's like at the start of a game with the emotion. Guys are a little bit jumpy.
You do.
Oh, you understand the same way. It's just like us calling one, right? Making sure we ease into the game, let it come to us.
Well, you went
and
3
now
and
they
out.
have that opportunity.
No, you didn't go 3 and out. I went 3 and out on that first drive. I'll try to do better here. That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7.
Hey, Steve 6. Steve 6. Check Mike 54. Mike 54.
Breeze going to throw. Open man is Hill. He's got it. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down. Well, the returns for the Cowboys on Leighton Vander Esch have been pretty good so far. You know, a lot of Cowboy Nation questioned when they took him number 19 overall a season ago instead of Calvin Ridley. But Leighton Vander Esch would get 140 tackles last year, franchise rookie record for Dallas, en route to a Pro Bowl appearance.
Kill.
From the gun on 3rd down, Breeze. And he finds Cook. It's the first time that they've looked his way tonight, and he comes up with a first down on the play.
Jared Cook is a guy who's been around the NFL. He's been with the Titans, the Rams, the Packers, and the last 2 years in Oakland. Now he makes a move to the Big Easy, where he pairs with Drew Brees and forms a nice little threat.
Check 4. Sammy.
On first down, Murray. And he got blown up, losing yardage on the play back at the 44. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. Good opening quarter for him. Remember, he had the sack earlier. Now a tackle for loss, another tackle for loss.
He's really making it tough on the play caller, though, isn't he? Because it's one thing to try and adjust when a guy is disrupting your running game. But when he's messing up your passing game as well, they may have to devote at least a second guy to him to try and keep him away from their plays.
Check 55 to Mike. Check 55 to Mike. 36. Mike.
On 2nd and 11 now. Breeze. He's going to fire one deep left sideline. That's going to be caught. A big play. Breeze finding Thomas. 41 yards.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. The big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great, and what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big game. Now they'll run. Murray. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. A full 5-yard loss that time. It's going to make 2nd down pretty tough.
Brings up 2nd and goal at the Cowboys' 8-yard line.
It's 2nd and goal, back to the 8-yard line now.
Hey, high 7.
Breeze now. That'll be complete to Cook. That time the completion goes for 4 yards, and we're set up with a 3rd and goal.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
Ready, 95, 56. Right there, 54 Mike. Let's go, baby. They turn over. Get that ball. Get that ball. Kill.
They'll run for it. This is Murray. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
A 2-yard gain. It's now 4th and goal.
No score after 1 on EA Sports. Ready for the 2nd quarter from New Orleans. It's the Saints in possession. They are, however, facing a 4th down situation. The kick by Lutz is good. And the Saints are going to take a 3-0 lead. Been a bit of a dogfight thus far into the 2nd quarter now, and we do have our first points, a field goal.
Yeah, a lot of people say, wow, first action on the scoreboard, about time. To me, the action's been right there on the field, trying to figure out who could gain an advantage, gain some field position, finally get points on the board. I'm loving this kind of game.
It feels like kickers might play a big role in this one.
Yes, make sure you give them the respect they deserve. They could cost you a game or win you one.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And a 3-and-out on that first drive. We'll see if they can do better here.
They should have a better opportunity because the nerves should be settled now. That first series, everybody goes out with a little extra emotion. So now they get a chance to go back out and say, okay, now we're into the game. Let's go play and play as best we can.
You almost get a mulligan then on that first drive?
Sometimes it absolutely serves that way. You get a second opportunity. Nothing big happened. But then again, you didn't commit any mistakes either. Off you go. No gain on the play there. Second down. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Prescott now. Got an open man, the tight end, Jarwin. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. A gain of 13. It's a first down. So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 47. They'll try the sweep with Elliott. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. Now that sends them 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down.
At the Saints' 49-yard line.
Watch the out. Watch the out.
On 2nd and 12, Prescott buying time to his left. It's just a gain of a couple there on the scramble, and now it's 3rd down. Yeah, not much there that time, and I think we were both wondering once he got out of the box whether he'd just throw the ball away, and he winds up only picking up a yard or 2. That one complete to Elliott, and he's got this down to the 35. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints' 35. Well, using Zeke Elliott in the passing game, that's something Cowboy fans are getting used to. Last year, 77 receptions. And you think back to his rookie season, he had 32 and then 26 his second year. But he's really on the uptick. The first down carry by Elliott doesn't amount to much as he'll get forward for about a couple. Demario Davis, who was the Saints' leading tackler in his first year in New Orleans, in on the stop.
At the 32-yard line.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Push him back.
This is Elliott. And an alley to run. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
So after a good run by Zeke, another 1st and 10. Here's Prescott, escaping the pressure right. That's complete to Cobb. That was the 9th play of the drive, and they pick up 9 yards with it. On 2nd down, it's Elliott, and he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. They'll try to run it in with Elliott. And he will make his way back to where he started from, and that's all. As we will make our way to the 2-minute warning. Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half. And he will take it in for a Cowboy score. Ezekiel Elliott, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Cowboys have taken the lead. They were able to stop him at the line on first down, but this time he punches his way through. And sometimes just because you're stopped on the first run, it doesn't mean the play call was bad or incorrect. You might just need better execution and just a tad more determination. And they got it done on the 2nd try. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy. It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board. 3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
The last run got 6. Now 2nd and 4.
Get in the weight room. Easy, opposite. 55 Mike, guys. Hey, exit. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
Now Breeze. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Leighton Vander Esch. And he will score. Touchdown, Cowboys. Short throw, pick six right there. Those linebackers, they love when those short throws come and those eyes get real wide, don't they?
How about the anticipation on the play? Reading, reacting, and then the ability to catch the football and take it in the opposite direction.
Marr now to add the extra point. And this one's right through to make it a 14-3 ball game. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And it's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. Now Breeze. And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go around.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync.
And the Cowboys' pressure gets there this time for the sack. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half. His first punt, 45 yards. This looks good as well. Here's Austin. And he's got this almost to the 40 before going out. 12 yards on the return that time. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
Check curls, check curls, check 26.
Looking to throw. Prescott. A battle for it, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 46. Of course, they had the option, and they choose to not take the penalty.
They like the results of the play that they just ran, and they elect to let them stand.
Ready? Yellow waiting, yellow waiting. Kill.
Breeze now on 1st down. And this is Cook with a grab. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. Breeze now on 1st down. This is caught. And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. The Saints passing game in sync and moving the football. It's a 1st down. They'll come out in the pistol. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. They'll try to run it in with Murray. And that one blown up quickly, as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. Now from the 7, here's 2nd and goal.
Come to my world. We want it. Come to my world. 54 is Mike. 54 is Mike. Check. Watch 54. Watch. Check. Oh, here we go. Oh. Hey, watch that. Tonight.
Here's Breeze. And he's got it. And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. Jared Cook in the final seconds of the first half as his guys are back within a single score. Lutz good on the extra point, and that makes it a 14-10 ball game. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Cowboys take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends.
Oh, you got deep? Here we go. Go to 54. Go to 54.
Final play of the half. Prescott. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. Second down. So we have reached halftime here with the visiting Cowboys out on top. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report. The Cowboys will get the football first here, and they have the lead as well as we are underway in quarter three. This is fielded at the goal line. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They have the lead now. They'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little.
And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. Marcus Davenport, the first rounder out of UTSA with a sack. They'll need a big play here. Will Dak and the Cowboys after the sack. It's third and long.
47.
To throw is Prescott. It'll hit the slant route. That's caught by Cooper. And he's going to be taken down here still a couple yards short of the first. It'll be a pickup of 14, but they're still a little bit short as it brings up fourth. Prescott to throw it. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Marcus Davenport. And the Saints are going to get it back and in great shape. So nursing a slim lead, and that is the opposite of protecting that slim lead.
All I can think here is that head coach, he knows more about what's going on with his team than we do. He must know something's up. Either he has trouble with his punter, right? He's worried about his defense. There's an explanation in there that we're going to ask for after the game, because in this situation, I wouldn't have done that in normal circumstances, but maybe he thought my best opportunity is with my offense.
Yeah, interesting. Back in their own territory now. We'll see what transpires. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe it'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
And here's a throw that's taken in by the tight end Cook, and he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. That catch good for 5. It's third down.
Ready, 95-56, 95-56. They're not ready for this, man. They're not ready for this. They still playing safe. Kill. Football. Check, crunch. 6-6, bullet high. Like that.
Breeze looking to throw on 3rd and 2. This Cowboy defense looked ready for that third down pass. Brings up 4th.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? Zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
So decent drive there to start the third quarter. They only salvaged 3 out of it, but they inch a bit closer.
Yeah, but still lots of time to go in this one. That's why you hear that clapping on the sidelines, right? Hey, got some points. As you said, inching their way back in. Time left to go out and get that victory.
Morstead, the punter, out to kick it off. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
The Cowboys take over first down 10 at their own 26-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And on that last drive, went for it on fourth, turned it over. A good job by their defense, though. They held them to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes when you see these calls on fourth down, when they decide to go for it, it's not necessarily the coach saying, I believe in my offense. Sometimes the coach saying, I believe in my defense. I can afford to go for it here because if we don't get it, I don't think we'll give up more than 3, and that's exactly what happened.
You think that factored in?
I do. I think that he had that in his mind going into the game, that I'm going to be aggressive on offense because I know I've got a defense that can hold up their end.
Second and 2 at their 49-yard line.
8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's second and a couple.
Watch the slack. Watch the slack. Check that. There we go. Kill.
Prescott under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Sheldon Rankins able to drop him for a loss of 4 from his defensive tackle spot. On third down, it's Prescott. Flush to his right. And that will be incomplete.
We've seen good cover skills on display throughout this game, really from both teams. And there's another nice example there of them making it difficult to complete a pass.
On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. And this one hits at the 1, continues on into the end zone for a touchback.
Their own 20-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point.
The kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him at contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him at contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Toe bash.
I don't know about
Toe
that.
bashed it.
Super toe.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on first and 10.
Don't let him breathe. Play that tight deep.
Working from the gun, it's Breeze. And brought in by the tight end Cook. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. It'll be a Saints first down on a gain of 16 yards.
First and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
Check nickel, nickel, nickel. We go 21, 21.
Shotgun now for Breeze. Now Breeze lost the football.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
Well, they're in some hot water now after that sack. It's 2nd and 21.
Watch it, you don't want this.
Throwing now is Breeze. Oh, and a bad throw there. It's intercepted. Picked off by Anthony Brown. And he will score. Touchdown, Cowboys.
Well, partner, I do know this. If you're a defensive back, you have more chances to make a team now than ever because people are using 5 defensive backs, 6 defensive back packages. Not exclusively, but way more than before. That was a nickel package there, and what a pickoff.
Why is that? Why are they using that more?
Because more people are throwing the ball on earlier downs than ever before. This has become a passing league, and because of that, more defensive backs on the field on most plays.
That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense.
Let's go, D. Well. Hey, let's get there. Kill. Pilot, 64, weak. Hey, easy.
They go with Washington to begin the drive. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
Hey, easy. Go back. We got motion. Back up.
On 2nd and 7, Breeze. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. 12 yards there and a first down.
This possession means so much for them. They've got to focus on this drive and find a way to make this a one-possession game.
Yes.
Got to get a score.
Yeah, so good with a field goal. Don't necessarily need a touchdown.
We're good. Line 4, ready. 55, Mike, 55. Hey, eat. Bravo. Give me that.
Throwing on first down is Breeze. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. That was 2nd down run for Murray. Now they're able to swarm him behind the line, and his rough night continues. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down. And on 3rd down, the Cowboys bringing an extra defensive back. From the gun, it's Breeze. Thomas has got it, complete. And he'll only get this to the 47. He needed a few more yards to pick up the first. It'll be a gain of 12, but it will also lead to 4th down.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the first down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they rallied and made the tackle.
36 yards on the punt with no return. And the Cowboys will be backed up to start the drive. They'll have it 1st and 10. So they'll play the field position game here as a very nice punt is going to pin them back.
Yeah, it's almost like watching a game of tennis, or do you prefer ping pong? You know, back and forth like that? That definitely was excellent, wasn't it?
They'll start the drive with Elliott. And a short gain here across the 10 to the 12. Give them 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. On on 2nd and 7. Prescott. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Well, this at least is the right idea. I think they've got to get the tight end more involved.
He had just 1 target in the first half, incomplete. Now incomplete here with the first target of the second half.
Yeah, should not stop them at all from going back to him. Find him. Find him.
Prescott from the gun on 3rd. Now look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by a former first-round pick, Patrick Robinson. And he'll score. Touchdown, New Orleans. All right, now a big 2-point conversion attempt still to come.
Kill. SOS. Check 31. Protein spill. Check 24.
They'll try and run it in.
Go.
And he will get into the end zone for 2. And this game now tied here in the 4th.
You got it. You got it.
A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line.
The Cowboys take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Back to it after the pick 6. Prescott. And that's Elliott. Complete. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. It's a gain of 12, and the Cowboys pick up the first.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
And opening there on that first down run as he gets this forward for about 8 or 9. That looks to be 8 officially, so 2nd and 2.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old-school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
So through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. And he'll only get a yard to bring up 3rd and 1. Only a yard on the pickup, so a good situation on 2nd and 2. It's now 3rd and 1. Another carry tonight for the workhorse Elliott. And he brings this up to the 46. Good enough for the first.
The tackle made by Davis. A gain of a yard. And
Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports.
Come on, baby. Let's go.
So the Cowboys in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They've got it 1st and 10 as they search for a go-ahead score. Prescott looks to throw on 1st. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Elliott. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a 1st down.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
A 1st down carry by Elliott. Demario Davis there on the stop. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Again, it's Elliott. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
Okay, there's 3 timeouts left, right?
Think you got to use one here, don't you?
No doubt about it. I'd use one right here.
Check 56. Hey, check.
On first down, Elliott. Elliott a first down and more. And all the way down to the 5. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2. As the clock will stop with 35 seconds left to go. A game-winning field goal would be a chip shot from here. Let's see how they play it on first and goal. Now Elliott. And he'll get him a bit closer as he's down to the 2-yard line. That gets him 3 yards closer here as it brings up second and goal. Now, what's the thinking here? Because a touchdown would be nice, but you've ensured yourself a chance at 3 in the lead, so how worried are you about the 6?
You're not very worried about if you're confident in your kicker. And if you got a kicker who can put it through the post, you feel really good about trying to bleed that clock down. In an ideal scenario, your kicker puts it through the post as the clock hits zeros.
So it all rests now on the right foot of Brett Maher. His first attempt of the night here, and it's a big one. It's for the win. So a pressure kick there by the young man, and that should be enough to finish this one off.
Well, he's a second-year guy now, so he says, don't call me a rookie anymore. And I tell you, he's got a bright future in this league. And kicks like that are going to make sure he sticks around for a good long while.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. An incredibly short kick fielded way up there.
Let's go! Let's go! Let's go!
Well, going into the final play of this game, they knew that they needed some type of a miracle there at the very end, but they couldn't get it done. However, we were treated to really a spectacular affair.
Even though they didn't finish it off, you're exactly right. They took us down to the last play. We're still, you're wondering, could it happen? Possibly, even though we both knew it was a long shot.
So for Dallas, it'll be a .500 start as the win gets them back to 2-2. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for New Orleans, the defeat is their first of the year as they drop to 3-1. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is the NFL on EA Sports.